Hey there everyone. I came to a place here on the roof where the roofing is completely disintegrated and blew away. I don't know, loose nails, wind, a lot of weather. The paper underneath it's eroded away. The wood's good underneath, so I'm just going to go over it. And for the sake of good measure, I just thought I'd use this piece of paper I had. It's roofing tar paper. You always want to use it over bare wood before you lay your roofing. That would be in a new application. And nothing great, but it's what I have, so I thought I'd use it to cover that hole and do a brief demonstration for my video. Okay, so basically I got the paper all flattened back out. It's not like that when you buy it new. And I'm just kind of pinning it in down there at the bottom. And I've got it flat. Trouble with the gun. And basically, I'm just going to keep sewing it in there. I'm just going to go over it with each layer of shingles, making sure it's flat and covered. And that'll help be a moisture barrier. One of the problems with these wire nailers, the cylinder doesn't cut the nail, it jams the gun. It happens once in a while. Low air pressure can cause that too. Okay, and there we are. We're down to the last couple shingles, and it's all covered, it's flat, and it's protected. And I feel much better about having that there like that, and my gun's out of nails. Okay, I've made it all the way over to the edge. We're on the very last part of this roofing job to close in on this little triangle we're making with our stair-stepping pattern before we have to do the ridge cap. I'm using a lot of caulking on this job just to make sure that no water seeps in from the side, and plus going over the old roofing like that, it kind of leaves little valleys and stuff. I'm just taking every precaution to make sure everything's done right. Basically, when you get to the end, you just match it up and hold it over the edge and make little marks on the shingle, then flip it over. I always use other shingles as straight edges and just kind of fold it and break it. And I check for the measurement. And here I'm going to use a lot of extra caulking because that last little tab's just a teeny little piece, and I want to make sure that thing stays stuck down. In a heavy wind, a little piece like that will kind of flop around if it doesn't stick to the glue line. And again, moving forward, some of these are scraps that I took from the other side, so I'm not using whole shingles every time. So there's like one tab that I found that I could just trim down and put there. A little bit of roofing cement. Nailed down. And I've got another full shingle right there, close by. Just match it up, hang it out over the edge, mark it, turn it over, straight edge, and do your cutting over the old section of roofing or a place that you won't risk scarring the roofing. You don't want to cut anything over what you've done. If you scratch it, it's bad. Like a little extra glue to hold that little teeny piece of tab down. Nail it. So there you go. I guess there really isn't much to it. This is just the method that I use when I get to the gable end. Getting a good edge is just measuring each pieces by marking them with the knife and making sure that all the glue is where it's supposed to be, and making sure the nails are tight, and remembering to nail back an inch and a half back from the edge so that you'll hit a solid surface. And if you got a nail that ends up between a tab, glue it so nothing will leak.